Hello everyone, it's Poofy. How are you doing? Welcome back to Shadows of the Afterland. Let's explore a little bit so we can go into Echoes of Enlightenment.
And all my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me. And I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Impeccable execution, Teresa. Every note precisely placed, the timing flawless.
Thank you, dear.
Wait, what?
Wow, that was impressive. How can she change her voice so radically?
Of everything that could have happened, this is the thing I expected less. Also, her voice was so deep. There's a microphone.
Should old acquaintance be forgot?
Cease that racket at once!
What happened to my voice?
It was dreadful. That's what happened.
But I was singing in Rod Stewart's voice.
Rod who? Anyway, the microphone lets you mimic any voice. Not that it helped you.
Oh, so I could sound like Billie Holiday?
Hardly. The voice is just a tool. You need talent to wield it properly.
Wow.
But someone else was singing earlier. Why can't I?
That was art. Your attempt was an affront to the senses.
Hey.
Yeah, rude, but okay, the microphone is magic. Let's talk to this cranky librarian.
Yes?
Where do all these books come from?
Everything in our library comes from whatever people were holding when they died.
Oh, I see. But there are so many.
Naturally, this collection has been accumulating for ages. And I'll have you know, I've catalogued and shelved each book with absolute precision. Not a single volume out of place.
That's actually interesting. Like when you die, what you hold. Ah, interesting. How'd you end up here? Oh, wait.
So, how'd you end up here? You know, in the afterlife.
All because of a blasted, crooked picture.
What, were you working in some museum?
Don't be ridiculous. Air Ministry. I delivered the mail.
Then why'd you care about the pictures?
It was crooked. You expect me to just walk by and ignore that mess?
And fixing a picture somehow killed you?
Not the picture, you nitwit. The floor. Some idiot forgot the wet floor sign.
Oh, you slipped?
Down the stairs. What a way to go.
That's awful.
You're telling me. Can you imagine the chaos? All that mail, undelivered.
At least you know how she died. Can we touch this?
Hey, hands off that typewriter.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just curious about it. There aren't any letters on the keys.
It doesn't need them. This typewriter is magical.
How on earth does that work?
You simply think, and the text appears on the paper instantly.
Fascinating. May I try it?
Impossible. Eternity's vault confiscated all the paper ages ago.
Yet they left the typewriter?
Those fools don't trust machines.
So they stuck to writing everything by hand? Seems inefficient.
Excruciatingly so. But their solution is the truly rich part. They compensate with those magical clocks.
Magical clocks to speed up handwriting? So they did use machines to write faster, just indirectly?
Precisely. The irony was apparently lost on them.
Yeah, let's use the ladder.
Looks like a very robust ladder, in case I need books from the upper shelf.
Maybe we do need those?
I've never been much of a reader, but that scent of old paper and ink, it's oddly comforting.
Wait, but those were sailing stories?
The Tolueka Idol by Captain Quinn. The cover's got everything. A rugged captain, a creepy skull, some villainous dude, and even a ninja. Man, if they ever make this into a movie, Harrison Ford would be perfect for it.
And she goes, who?
The Tolueka Idol. The covers, man.
What else do we have? Autobiographies?
Inside Death Corp. How I Became the Reaper's Intern by Art Butterfing. Dark but colorful. Love it.
Pet Care?
My Family and Other Dogs by Roderick Bandersnatch. Murder, monstrous transformations, dangerous chemicals. Though the cover seems to hint at comedy, too.
What does the backflip say? Rare adventure books.
Wow, look at all these adventure books. But hold on a second. These books, they're arranged oddly.
Trust me, it's the pinnacle of efficiency.
Wouldn't alphabetical order be simpler?
And put Alice in Wonderland on the top shelf? Preposterous!
Is that bad?
Bad? It's catastrophic! Constant ladder use, noise, disorder, unacceptable.
Oh, so popular books go on lower shelves?
Precisely. Maximum efficiency, minimal disruption.
You know what? That kind of makes sense. I like the way she's thinking. Also, I thought that was a crack in the wall, but it's a lamppost. So what's here? The Institute of Life Cycles.
Hop right back in, because one lifetime is never enough.
Hello there.
Howdy! Step right up and prepare for the ride of your afterlife. I'm Gregorio, and I'm here to help you with your reincarnation.
How does reincarnation work?
Just cross that door and presto, no more worries.
And what about my memories?
Trust old Gregorio. It's a chance to start over, to make things right.
I'll think about it.
Time's ticking, miss. Who knows if that door will still be open tomorrow?
How did you end up in the afterlife?
It was quite the show, I must say. I was the top TV salesman in Madrid, but I wanted to break my own record. So, I erected a gargantuan pyramid of televisions in a bustling square.
Sounds strangely familiar.
I climbed to the top, about 5 meters high, to captivate the crowd. My words weaved a spell, and the TV sold out in no time. But I didn't foresee the consequences of my ambition.
Sounds a lot like one of Mom's bedtime stories.
With the TVs removed, the structure collapsed, taking me down with it. The irony, it was all on TV.
I remember now. Mom told me this story. My father did the wiring.
What? Alfredo was far too young to be your dad.
So, did you know Alfredo?
Of course! Like you said, he did the electrical work the day I died.
I never met him, but my mom talked about him a lot.
Well, it seems Alfredo was quite the ladies' man. I always thought he was so upright.
What can you tell me about him?
We only ran into each other a couple times. I remember he really liked a girl.
Mercedes?
You know her? She was amazing, though I couldn't win her over.
Hey.
It doesn't matter now.
Anything else you remember about him?
He was one of the best at his job, always very careful and paranoid about safety.
That's strange. Why so insistent on reincarnation?
Because, my dear, reincarnation is a game changer.
Spare me the sales pitch. Get to the point.
Look, it's not personal, but we're dealing with a soul surplus.
I fail to see the problem.
Believe me, it's a significant concern for the higher-ups.
Did you mention higher-ups?
I don't have all the details, but they're the ones in charge.
Interesting. How does one reach them?
They exist in a different realm, not a place you can physically travel to.
Then how are you so sure they're real?
I've witnessed a few ascensions myself.
Any idea when the next ascension will take place?
Can't say for certain, but there have been murmurs, you know? People say someone's ready, whatever that means.
Why not reincarnate yourself?
That would be a disaster! The other officials couldn't even sell ice cream in the desert!
Do you feel a responsibility toward all those unknown souls?
Without me, this office would turn into a dusty relic gathering cobwebs.
I'll look around and come back later.
Certainly, but remember that destiny's waiting for you.
Interesting person. So apparently he knew my father? Alright, what's going on here?
Let me guess. This beautiful scenery awaits beyond the portal. Nice illustration, though.
Another ad?
Reincarnate now. Is that the Afterlife's population control?
Yeah, because they had... Oh, cat painting.
Is that a painting of your cat?
You know, there are no animals in this realm. And to be honest, I'm not particularly fond of cats.
Then why keep it here?
It's a reminder of all the marvelous things waiting beyond that portal.
Makes sense. Yeah, they have a surplus of souls, apparently.
Hey, what's with the mic?
It's a fond memory from the day I almost sold 55 TVs.
Really? How did it end up here?
It's kind of a lucky charm. I had it on me the day I died.
Guess it wasn't that lucky, huh? Excuse me, can I take a stick of chalk?
Certainly. And while you're here, how about taking a leap through that portal?
Really, you want me?
Maybe later.
Yeah, but I'll take the chalk, though. I also want to check out this poster.
Look at that! Is that you up there, parachuting?
Now that would be a stunt to remember, even for someone like me. Alas, no, that's a marvel from the realm of the living. You should give it a try.
Funny you should mention that. I've already done it. Or I will, I suppose.
Really?
Should we go into the... I don't know. Nah. No. We're gonna stick around here because I don't know if we can come back. Alright, so Northeast Street? There's a gym here. A guy in a funny costume. You look like one of the strong men from the circus.
Can I bother you for a second?
A distraction could be fatal for my pal here.
But he's already dead.
Clear the area, civilian!
Holy crap.
Break his focus, you break my gym rules. Death is no excuse for sloppy training.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Do you have a minute?
Hey, don't distract him. It's dangerous.
Sorry.
What about you?
How are you doing?
I was doing great until you interrupted me.
Sorry.
You can't skip leg day. Croissant-shaped ghost. Ghost training his biceps.
Hold it right there, recruit! This soldier is mid-rep and you're breaking his concentration.
Yo, bro.
Excuse me.
Not now.
Silence, rookie! Can't you see this warrior's in the zone? Interruptions destroy discipline!
Dude, you have issues. Oh, whoa. Interrupt every ghost. Mid-rep spiritual gains, physical losers. We got a achievement. Dirty rag.
Disgusting. I won't touch that rag unless it's strictly necessary.
It is. We need it. Okay, gym rules.
Ugh, rules galore. Let's see. Towel mandatory, maggots. Seriously? Do ghosts even sweat? Treat machines like your afterlife depends on it. Because it does. Yikes. Wouldn't want to be the poor soul who broke that one. No magnesium, rookies. Slack off and you're out. Alright, that's enough of this ghostly boot camp nonsense.
Alright, let's talk to the dude then.
Listen up, Spectre!
Yo.
I'm Nicholas, forger of spectral steel.
Okay.
What exactly do you do in this place?
I forge champions, rookie. This isn't a playground. It's where discipline separates the elite from the rest.
Champions? For what? We're all dead here.
Dead doesn't mean slack, cadet. I'm drilling spirits into prime spectral agent material. You got the discipline for it?
Why do you care about those spectral agents?
They're the epitome of afterlife discipline. The ultimate goal for those with true grit.
How did you end up here in the afterlife?
I was a circus strongman, kid. Died in the line of duty. Like a true warrior.
Strongman, huh? Guess that fits your whole drill sergeant act.
Act? This is blood, sweat, and iron discipline. My brother Ramiro forged me into this.
Your brother forced you to train? What, was he some kind of tyrant?
Ha! Ramiro was a lazy bum. I toughened up to whip him into shape. Pushed so hard, the weakling ran away. couldn't take the heat.
Sounds like we found the real tyrant. Did he ever come back?
Never. I joined the traveling circus to track him down, make things right.
Did you ever find him?
Found him in Madrid. He came to the show. He yelled, "Show them who's boss, Nicotine!" Last words I ever heard. Distracted me. Trick went south. Lights out.
Killed by your brother's words. Bet you're still fuming about that.
It was a moment of triumph. He forgave me. Showed me I'd succeeded. Now hit the floor and give me 20 push-ups!
Yo, bro. No. Oh, a broken machine?
If I ever feel the need to train, I know where to go.
Why? Because it's broken? Alright. Is there anything else here that we can... Important sign.
Wow, they really care about that towel rule.
Okay. Yeah, there's no other interesting thing here. So I think we're going to leave it here for today. We're going to investigate this area further next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!